So, plant-based food, I love it. And at least 3 times a week, I force my family to eat it. I don't force them because it's so good these days. They love it. So I'm going to take a walk on the wild side. Wild side? The green side. I have discovered these beautiful flame-grilled tender fillets. Just look at that. They shred beautifully. The texture is absolutely incredible. I know one thing about this is that all the ingredients have been sourced sustainably, and I'm very, very happy to be working with this. And it makes a beautiful sami with lots of wasabi mayo, that kind of thing. But I'm going to do a salad. As you know, I love Moroccan, and I've chosen the Moroccan fillet. This one is the smoky barbecue one, which is lovely, also pulled and popped onto a bun. So here we're going to add a bit of pasta. I've got some quinoa pasta, which is also a wonderful protein dense plant. And to that I'm going to add a lot of wonderful elements like lovely fresh mint, for instance. I'm going to just take that mint, I'm going to give it the Jenny hug, because when you smell it, you know that that flavor is releasing straight into that. How about some lovely fresh basil? Take that basil and just give it a good old grind. You want to hear it. Can you hear that? What you hear and what I'm smelling, delicious. So what else can we pop into here? How about a few pomegranates? Once again, antioxidant and fabulous. Some sunflower seeds, toasted. A few little pumpkin seeds. And then of course almonds. Now you can either chop your almond or you can pop them in whole. I quite like coming across a lovely big whole almond. And pistachio nuts. It looks expensive, a little bit goes an absolutely long way. Then I like the fruitiness of the apricots. You could use peaches, you could use pears, you could use any dried fruit that you want to. I just love, and you can cut it bigger and more chunky if you like. Sesame seeds. Now sesame seeds are a little bit like a lady. They're quite unpredictable if you leave them in the heat. Okay, so keep them in a nice cool dark place. I keep mine in the freezer because they become rancid very, very quickly. Radishes. Good for your chest. I love, 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 love. Now what else can I pop into here? I think the dressing is going to say it all. Besides this beautiful, beautiful tender fillet. I mean, I just really want to bring your attention back to this again. Just look at that. It just shreds. It's absolutely incredible. And the texture, well, what can I say about the texture? It just is just absolutely perfect. Okay. So now let's just take this fork. I just want to give this a nice mix. I can hear those nuts. I love the sound of the nuts. The nuts just really give it this beautiful, beautiful sort of chewability. Nice texture there. So now we need a really good dressing that's going to scream Morocco to you. How about a few little black sesame seeds? In for a penny, in for a pound. What can I say? Cinnamon. When I smell cinnamon, cinnamon reminds me of not donkeys, of camels, of belly dancers and all things delicious. So we're going to very definitely use a little bit of cinnamon, and we're going to use some cumin, which is very, 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 very Moroccan. A little bit of ground cinnamon. I mean, this is so easy. You have these beautiful flame grilled tender fillets in your freezer and a bit of pasta on your shelf. You've got a meal before you know it. A little bit of ground coriander or some black pepper. And then I'm going to mix it with a drop of salt. These fillets are beautifully seasoned, so you just have to pop it into your mouth just to believe what I'm telling you. You don't want too much salt. You want just enough salt to balance out the sweetness. And for sweetness, you have 2 options. You can either use maple syrup, or you could use honey, or you could use brown sugar. So I can't count. That's 3 options. But I'm going to go for this lovely maple syrup. I'm going to give it a slap and just open it up. And I'm going to pour it out. This is the real deal. It's delicious. It is tapped like rubber from a tree. And if it's not sweet enough, you can just add a little bit of brown sugar to that. Okay, so let's just give this a little bit of a mix. Oh my goodness, that's cinnamon. So this is starting to smell like a Bedouin village. It's smelling fantastic. And somewhere in my pocket, I have things. I carry things with me. Oh, yes, here she is. This is my special little tool. I'm going to just pop that Now you can just look at this. Can you just see that beautiful orange oil coming off? Oranges, the color orange, the flavor orange just screams Morocco to me. Look at that. Love it. I'm expecting friends just now. So if you hear the doorbell ring, my friends are coming to try and taste this. We have a beautiful vegan, festive vegan plant-based dinner tonight. We have a banquet with all the delicious things. Oh, I love that. I want to rub it all over my body. So natural, isn't it? All those lovely oils. Now we're going to take some ginger and a bit of garlic. Now garlic, as much or as little as you want, and just add it to your dressing. You could take this and blitz it in a machine, or you could pound it, with a pestle and mortar. But I just like to stir it and make the dressing about an hour up front so they can really get to know each other. Like these ingredients just speak for themselves. Some Dijon mustard will give you that lovely savory flavor. Look at that. Oh, that's looking so nice and creamy. Now she wants some orange juice. So, freshly squeezed, please. Oranges are available. I know they've got food miles on them outside of winter, but it's better than something out of a can. Look at that. That looks glorious. And then, to pull it all together, we need some preserved lemons. You might say preserved lemons aren't very easy to get, but they're very, very easy to make. So I might as well kill two birds with one stone and tell you that for every one lemon, slice it nice and thickly, for every one lemon, 1 tablespoon of salt, and you just layer it up like that. Put some warm water, give it a good old shake like you're making a cocktail, and put it in a dark place and keep it there until it's ready. A couple of weeks. Okay. So we have that, which we're going to chop up. Often you'll see in Moroccan recipes they only use the rind. Well, we're going to use the whole thing because we want all that gooey, delicious lemon flavor. And another reason why lemons are preserved in Morocco is because they have so many different regions. You have the desert, you have the mountains, and it's hard for people to grow, especially out of season. It gets very cold. So they're preserved in salt. This is starting to smell delicious, look delicious. And now I'm going to just, and if you think I'm not putting oil in, think again, because I'm going to add that afterwards. If I put my oil in now, what's going to happen is it's going to stop all these flavors just falling in love with each other. I'm going to taste this because if there's not enough salt, I'm going to put it in now. And if it is enough salt, then I will add my oil because salt doesn't dissolve in oil. Oh, I'm such a happy Jenny. I have oil and I have pomegranate molasses, the last two ingredients. You cannot believe the smokiness. This tastes delicious. Okay, pomegranate molasses into this last little bit of dressing over here. And my oil. And we're good to go. Tell me that's not quick and easy. Yes, Miss Amy, how are you?
I'm into the kitchen because this absolutely looks incredible, and I cannot believe the beautiful texture of the fillet as you were shredding it. It's stunning. And the beautiful fragrance coming out of that bowl.
Smelling
my
good,
word.
girl.
So I came in with a little fork hoping to get a little bite of that delicious pasta salad. What are we calling it?
You can give it a name. I'm giving more of this because now I can see you're going to be a greedy girl and start stealing my lemon fillet.
I can't help it. You can tell the hunger from just over there. So I think it looks like a Jenny Supreme Moroccan salad. How divine.
Delicious. Should I fork some for you?
Yes, please.
Do you have it like a little bit or a lot?
Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's all you're getting.
Oh, boy.
I love it. And some more nuts. And some more of that. I'm such a messy girl because I don't like over-engineered food. I like my food to...
It looks very natural, more organic.
You just told me it's a messy plate. Is that how they say it?
I'm sorry, I'm still busy salivating over here. And that beautiful chicken, that dressing is divine.
Isn't it delicious?
Gorgeous.
It's really, really, really nice. It complements these
the orange
fillets.
Is absolutely amazing. The zest and everything, so fragrant. And lots of nice textures with the nuts and the seeds and the pomegranates.
Just brings it to life. I want a few of these little one of
black
those.
sesame.
This is a meal. This is
It
not a
really is.
salad just as a salad. Salad's not just a bunch of leaves, darling. This is a whole meal to be had and to behold and to love. How about some sunflower?
Yes, absolutely.
There we
Beautiful shapes.
go. There we go.
Lovely.
This is a vegetarian delight. It's a vegan delight.
Yes.
Because this is vegan and vegetarian
believe
from the
this is
green
so
side.
incredible, the green
It's wonderful,
side.
yeah. A lot of work has gone into that to actually produce this wonderful texture. So, get your flame grilled green side fillets.
Love it.
And they're tender and they're delicious. And
Yum, yum,
voila,
yum.
we're done. We're dusted. Finish and clap. There we go.